Welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to Tigres UANL versus Orlando City SC in the second leg of the round of 16 of the 2024 CONCACAF Champions Cup. Tigres UANL contra Orlando City SC en la Concachampions de la CONCACAF. Octavos de final, partido vuelta, 0-0 global. 0-0 global. A scoring draw would lead to Orlando winning. A scoreless draw leads to extra time. A win for either team leads to the win for that certain team. Similar situation to the Philly Pachuca game. Same situation. How we doing, Malha? How we doing, Eduardo? Orlando will defeat Tigres. They're having a good game. Tigres not in a good moment without mentioning that away goal favors Orlando. How we doing, Daniel? Away goal does favor Orlando, but you know what? So it is. If they get an away goal. Herediano or Robin Hood will get absolutely obliterated by Pachuca. Herediano, maybe not. Robin Hood, yes. 5 minutes to kick off. Starting 11s are as follows. For Tigres, in goal, Carlos Rodriguez. The back four, Jesus Angulo, Guido Pizarro, Samir Caetano, Javier Aquino. The midfield two, Rafael Carioca, Fernando Gorejan. Attacking midfielders, Juan Brunetta, Marcelo Flores, Luis Quiñones, Andre Pierre Gignac, the striker. Orlando City, Pedro Gallese. Back four, Dagerdan Thorhalsen, David Brecalo, Robin Jansen, Kyle Smith. Midfield two, Felipe, Facundo Torres. Attacking midfield three, Wilder Cartagena, Ivan Angulo, Luis Muriel. Or Ladero's in there. Ladero in the midfield, Muriel the striker. And that's what our starting 11s are. So the late game, is it going to end after 90 or will we go to extra time? We will find out. With that being said, we're ready to go. Let's have some fun with it. Will Orlando pull off a miracle or go home at the hands of the gold and blue? We will find out. How we doing, Rory? There we go. But we are ready to go. The third game of the day, the third game of 8 in this round of 16, second leg. Ivan Bartone, the referee tonight. We have 3 more games in this round. 5 rounds. Where's it going to be? It's in Volcan. This is in Volcan tonight. All they got to do is draw, scoring draw. Not right now, but it's so late he probably won't be. Let's remember he's in a way different time zone. But right now, games in Volcan. Ladero FC says 904. Welcome back. 904 says Ladero FC. I'm not surprised. How we doing, soccer guy? Time for some football. Let's go. You missed a good one. Well, I don't know if you missed a good one. For Pachuca, yes. For Philly, no. You saw Philly. You missed Philly getting curb stomped. Maybe you did. Maybe you should have missed that one. I don't know. All right. But this one should be a bit better. I don't think this one will be a curb stomping on either end. It's going to be a well-fought match in the winner. Well, if Orlando draws, they get some revenge. Last year, Tigres drew 1-1 at Orlando Stadium and knocked them out. Similar situation could happen here, except Orlando would get their just desserts. Or revenge best served cold. Either way. Who's ready for spring football? Me. And if I could go to the Edward Jones Dome for a Battlehawks game, I will. And it sounds like the UFL Championship game will be played at Edward Jones Dome. Whether the Battlehawks are there or not. But I think they'll be there. Just a hunch. Just a hunch. Orlando already played at Volcan last year. The second leg is in Volcan this year. First leg was in Orlando this year. Or last year, I should say. So you got them mixed up. Last year it was Orlando first, Volcan second. This year it's Orlando first, Volcan second. You got it mixed up. If the Battlehawks are there, yeah. I ain't going to the Edward Jones Dome for Arlington versus Birmingham. But if the St. Louis Battlehawks are there, yeah, I'll go to the Edward Jones Dome. Tigres aren't doing great, but they still have a good team. But Nahuel's out for the rest of the season. That's all I'm going to say. Starting 11, Rodriguez in goal, Samir Caetano, Rafael Carioca, Fernando Gorejan, Andre Pierre Gignac, Juan Brunetta, Guido Pizarro, Javier Aquino, Luis Quinones, Marcelo Flores, and Jesus Angulo. The starting 11 for Tigres. Not as much as NFL tickets. I mean, in St. Louis, they'll probably cost a pretty penny. Orlando, Pedro Gallese, Brecalo, Jansen, Felipe, Luis Muriel, Torres, Ladero, Cartagena, Dagerdan, Thorhalson, Kyle Smith, Ivan Angulo. But it's probably less than $200, even for the final in St. Louis. Rodriguez had good games when Nahuel was suspended. Fair enough, but Orlando, when they're on, they're on. When they're not, they're not, which they weren't against Miami or Minnesota for that matter. But it seems like they want Champions Cup. They played their best game so far this season in the first leg, so we'll see what happens. Outright winner goes on to the quarters. $26-year-old Jesus Angulo from Tigres. I thought he's been to Tigres longer than the Toluca one. But was it been at Toluca? Lower bowl in the dome going for 52 and up to 107. Yeah, that's not too bad, actually. Yeah, still under $200. Here we go, and we're off. 33 seconds in. An outright winner goes on to the quarterfinals either way. A scoring draw is Orlando's. A 0-0 draw is extra time. If it's a 0-0 draw, this holds at 0-0 the whole game, go to extra time. Then if any draw holds through 120, we go to penalties, if that's the case. If it's a scoring draw, Orlando. If any team wins outright, that team goes through. Tigres advances 3-0. Orlando is sad. They played well in Champs Cup. They just haven't played well in the league. They're really focusing on Champions Cup. But then again, blowing one to Minnesota isn't great. American Lions versus Mexican Tigers. That is true. I might need to pull up then. Hell, I'm down to see that. I'm down to see that. Who are the first leg? Will the first leg be in Mexico, Orlando, or Columbus first? I think it's about the order of the ties. So I think the odd number team hosts the second leg. Y'all are the odd number team. So I think just like 1, 3, 5, and 7 host the second leg at home. So the first leg's in Mexico / Orlando, second leg's in Columbus. I think it's still like that for the quarterfinals, but I think that's still the case for the quarterfinals, as it always has been. 2 minutes in for the Champions League / Champions Cup. So Pachuca will host the second leg at home in their quarterfinal tie. America or Chivas will host the second leg at home in their quarterfinal tie. And Monterrey will host the second leg at home in their quarterfinal tie. Or Cincinnati. So Miami will have to play at home first if they beat Nashville. Arsenal, they did enough. I think they played defense very well. Their offense wasn't great, but they got good on penalties. David Raya was a hero there. I think they could win the Champions League if everything falls their way. UEFA, of course. But it's an interesting situation, is my point. But we'll look. I got this 1-2-1 Tigres. Either way, both these teams are beatable. Tigres has trouble scoring goals. Orlando's defense is suspect. This is true. I do think Columbus should beat either of these teams. Columbus has still had a really good start to the season, even if they haven't been high flying. They've still found ways to win. So I'm still on the McKinnon for MVP train. maybe the Stanley Cup playoffs MVP. I mean, Austin Matthews and Connor McDavid are still. I think the finalists for MVP this year in the NHL will be McKinnon, McDavid, and Matthews. It's going to be three of them. And I guess there's an answer or argument for all three, but Austin Matthews is going to score 70 goals. He's going to score 70 goals. 70 goals is MVP level. I don't care what you say. I may be a bit biased, but if you score 70 goals, it's hard to do in a season. That's hard to do. Matthews should be the MVP. McDavid's playing pretty well, too. What about Kucherov? Not as good as McKinnon, Matthews, or McDavid. They're just another level. Thank God the Leafs have Matthews. Jesus Christ, if we didn't. If we didn't, we'd be screwed. From what I've seen from 3 league games and 2 Champs Cup games, the offense is starting to find form. Kucho's going to carry the load, score most goals, with Ramirez and Rossi scoring some. There we go. What I tell you was going to happen. The Anaheim Ducks are trash, and the Cubs, you don't bet on spring training. I told you what was going to happen. I'm surprised Houston ain't losing. Thought they were still rebuilding. Tigres has only won 1 game out of their last 5. Yep. And Orlando, well, they haven't been much better either. 5 minutes in, 0-0. At least beat the shit out of Calvary. I know, I can't believe it either. I can't believe it either. Now, St. Louis versus the Bruins, I wouldn't have bet on that either, but, you know, I was happy to see the Blues beat the Bruins. You know, one, because my second favorite team beat the Bruins, and first of all, it helps the Leafs. So, thank you, St. Louis. Thank you. Even if you're rebuilding, but it's not as fun as the Stanley Cup Finals back in 2019, but it still hits just fine. If you want to bet on a Zegras goal, then maybe go for it. But after that, you got to stop. This is true. Yeah, Trevor Zegras is a good player. The rest of them, I don't know. And that game was against Juarez, who haven't won a single Liga MX game. Yeah, Juarez hadn't won a game since October last year. Like last fall. They haven't won a game since last fall, let alone this whole season. I was like, damn, now I see how they fell off so hard. They had a really good start. They haven't done anything since. I think Monterrey, without some tomfoolery, will beat Miami. They're just the more talented team and don't rely on players past their prime. Or to have a golden horseshoe stuck up their ass. But either way, I will not. Until they lose the CCL for the first time in my lifetime, being in the tournament, I will keep saying they got a golden horseshoe stuck up their ass in CONCACAF. It's not all intercontinental competition, but it's almost all of it. League's Cup is so rigged that even the golden horseshoe didn't help. You know the Habs might get Zegras. He wants a trade. I got a better idea. His contract is still pretty low, right? The Leafs could trade for him if they wanted to, yeah? I got a better idea. But what about Bobby McMahon? If we lose Bobby McMahon, we trade for Zegras. If we don't, no. But if we do, yes. Is it normal that I have no interest in watching Leagues Cup this year? Maybe. Maybe you think it's a Malero. But, hey, if Seattle does well, you start building interest as it goes, right? But, I mean, yeah, right now. Fair enough. Pachuca, Miami final. Possible. 808. Header cleared. Good header cleared. This game can go past midnight if this goes to frickin' extra time. Header. Not great, but we'll live with it. Good clearance. Think Leagues Cup was rigged? I think it was favoring MLS teams. I don't think it was rigged for Miami. I do think MLS teams were heavily favored, and all those favors led up to the top 3 being all MLS. I think those favorites or those favors all led up to MLS dominating the tournament, even for some teams that you wouldn't expect. I wouldn't say it was rigged for Miami. I think there was weight put on the scale. I think the thumb pressed down on the scale, but it wasn't rigged for Miami. But I do think it was fixed that MLS teams are going to do a better job than Mexican teams with all the rules, at least in that circumstance. They really are. I hope they're playing Toronto instead of some random jackass team, personally. That would be nice. Would be good to see a European versus Toronto friendly for the first time since 2015 and get some views out of it. I'm not going to lie. Be nice. I didn't hear that, but if that happens, it would be nice. 10 minutes in, header past the post. Wonder how long till Garber bribes to have all CCL games take place in MLS stadiums. That won't happen. That's why Leagues Cup became a thing. It's like they made sure, hey, we're going to let Leagues Cup, we'll give them a bone. We'll make sure Leagues Cup is something. We'll let them make their money off of that and let Garber rig it. They're playing the smart game there. And we'll give them some spots for the winners and the top 3 teams. See, I think they made a good play there. They did it to at least make CCL still live. Tenth minute, still 0-0. Settle. That's interesting. I didn't know. I gotta look into that. I'm sure they put it on season pass, though. Toronto versus Arsenal. Exactly. That's exactly what I just said. It's exactly what I just said. Cross in. Header. Or Canada. But that's exactly what I just said. Shot saved by Rodriguez. How old is he? He looks already old as all hell. 34. Dear God, he aged like an orange. 35 years old. I mean, look at his face. He's aged like an orange. Venados, Atletico Morelia, Atlante, Atletico Morelia, Venados, Atletico Morelia, Leon. Oh, yeah, he was in Leon. Then Atletico San Luis, Juarez, Tigres. They didn't even play that match. 12th minute. I don't know. Man City. I feel like Man City would play NYCFC. Man City played Toronto once. Cross in. They did. Leagues Cup isn't a bad tournament. I just don't get why all the keyboard warriors say they're boycotting it. Well, most of them won't watch or attend Open Cup games. Yeah, I don't get it either, but, Open Cup has 100 years of history or whatever. You can't take away 100 years of history. Does anybody watch besides us sickos, does anybody watch Open Cup? Here's a chance. Shot. Goal. Oh, my God. That's so bad. Goal. Tigres. Marcelo Flores. Marcelo Flores scores the goal. Curls it in. It's 1-0. Hey, look, he finally did something. Marcelo Flores, he finally did something. And he backflips it. Marcelo Flores, the Hoser Tronco. Marcelo Flores scores. Shot, and I don't know what Gallese was doing there. That was a horrible, horrible. Orlando needs an excuse. I don't know if they have it. It's 1-0, 14th minute. 1-0 esta noche y global. Marcelo Flores, the Hoser Tronco, gets it done. Let's also remember a 1-1 draw put over Orlando, though. So, let's remember this game ain't over yet. 14th minute. Exactly. They did, yeah, 2015. They did, 2015. Yeah, they did do that, though. You know they did that, right? They just did that, right? You know that. KSA sucks now. Oh, still better than Seduhar. Orlando better not get beat up, too. I don't think they will. I think this could end up 1-1. Just a hunch. This ain't over by a long shot. Not like Philly. Kind of had a feeling Philly was over as soon as that first goal went in. This one, I don't. Orlando's at least trying. 15th minute. I think it was a draw. If I remember correctly, but let me check. Oh, here we go. It's 15th minute. It was 1-0. I thought we drew. It was 1-0. Well, it was 1-0. 15th minute. Orlando strikes me as a team that's good but not great. Noticed it in the playoffs. Yeah, I would agree with that. But you know what? That's still pretty good, though. You know, Toronto in 2015 only lost to Man City 1-0. I know it was pre-Pep, but still. He's a Crew fan. You know, that's actually... I thought it was a draw, though. Maybe I'm remembering a different friendly. Playing forward. 1-0, 17th minute. Hoping Orlando loses, says Isaiah. Me, I picked Tigres to win, so I guess so as well. 18th minute. I guess so as well. I have no reason to root for Orlando, so I have no reason, so I'll root for my pick no matter what. That's got to be a penalty. Penalty para Tigres. Dagger down, Thorhalson gives away the pen. Flores goes down and draws the pen. In the 18th minute. Boom. Yeah, that's just stupid. I don't know what he was doing there. I don't know what he was doing there. Yeah, sounds about right. Penalty. Okay, maybe this game is over. Maybe this game is over pretty quickly as well. Jesus Christ, are we doing this again? Flores. earns the penalty. This is not Florida, though. 19th minute. Doesn't Kroger own Publix, by the way, or am I crazy? Robin Jansen. Is he going to take the penalty? Or is he just talking shit? A center back? Nah. Orlando's MLS teams hoping they win. Other than that, Mexican teams need to dominate, but it's not looking good for Orlando. Yep. Could have told you that was going to happen. I did have Tigres winning this tie. Have no reason to root for Orlando, so. Gignac penalty. Shot! Goal! 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 Goal de Tigres! Goal de Gignac! 2-0 esta noche. Y global. 2-0 Tigres. On the night and on aggregate. Can't let him get over a penalty. Call them up to the Olympics, cowards. 20th minute. Call them up to the Olympics, cowards. I don't think Orlando's coming back. 20th minute. He wasn't going to miss it. No. Yeah, I don't think so. But then again, when you lose to Minnesota the way they did, I'm pretty sure you're not winning against Tigres. But that's just me. Man, I'd be happy with that. I'd be happy with that. Mm-hmm. Well, are we talking about? Football's a weird sport. 21st minute. But Tigres is getting older. That's the problem. They're getting older. That is true. You know what would have been funnier, though? If Ladero signed with Toronto FC, that would have been funnier. It wasn't going to happen, but that would have been funnier. Gignac for Tigres. Brewers 4-4 Cubs. Header. But if Orlando scores 2. Wait, is that a penalty? Penalty for Orlando. What? What the hell? What the hell's going on here? What the hell? This game's going off the rails. This is better. What the hell? What in the actual hell is going on? Never mind. No way. No way. Felipe. Of course, Felipe's the one that draws it. Nah, he dived. Nah, Jansen dived. Nah, Robin Jansen dived. I don't think that's a pen. PK for Orlando. What's going on? They'll overturn it. He dived. I think it'll be overturned. Robin Jansen dived. And Gignac and Jansen are jawing off at each other. Apparently, there's rumors floating around that heavy European interest in Cucho and Aiden Morris this summer. Say if I was Bez, slap $100 million on them both and say you want them, pay up. Yeah, that would never happen for an MLS team. Maybe 50 and 50, but not 100. You'll get 100 equal if you get 50 and 50. Facundo Torres, he will get a penalty. It is a penalty for Orlando. If he makes it, they're only 1 away. Torres, shot, goal. Raffles it in. 2-1. Facundo Torres. 2-1. 24th minute. They didn't take away the pen. 2-1. 2-1 esta noche y global. Orlando only needs one. I think it's Almiron, yeah. And Facundo Torres has it in the 24th. One away for Orlando. If they score another and not allow another, they're going to go through. But they have to get one more. Hey, at least they did better than Philly. Yeah, Philly is about to be a punchline for the foreseeable future. For the foreseeable future, they're about to be a punchline. Oh my God. Plays on. Plays on. Here's a chance. Orlando might just find their way through. That's out for a throw. Orlando Tigres RSR. I'm not going to go back to do Philly because this game looks better anyway. Yeah, 6-0 might get me views, but it is what it is. Who's your favorite to win this tournament? First predictions I made, I had Columbus winning the whole thing. I still think Columbus are a favorite. It's either them or Miami. If Miami play like they're supposed to and Messi's on the pitch, Miami are definitely a favorite to win this tournament. My first predictions, it was Columbus. My full bracket predictions before the tournament started was Columbus. So right now it's Miami or Columbus, then America. So it's one of those three. This is CONCACAF. This is CONCACAF! Kicks dude in the chest down the hole. I'm not getting out of my chair to mind that. So just watch 300. This is lunacy. This is madness. No, this is CONCACAF. Boom. I'm not going to kick my camera like Jinxie. Gignac fumbled. Batting. Pumas tied against Tijuana. Very CONCACAF-y game. What'd you expect? So we're in copper. 26th minute. This is CONCACAF after dark. Kicks camera. 26th minute. '27th minute. I don't think Columbus will beat Pachuca, America, Monterrey, or Tigres. I think you're wrong. I think Columbus has good forward play. This is their chance. And they have a manager who could actually pull it off instead of Caleb Porter, who after he wins a trophy, they fall off into the freaking abyss. See, I made that mistake in 2021, thinking Columbus could win the tournament. Or they had a good chance besides Toronto going into it. I should have realized the Caleb Porter plan paid off. They won their MLS Cup. They fell into the abyss. That won't happen with Wilfred Nancy. So, yeah, don't be surprised if the New England Revolution finally win an MLS Cup in 2025. I don't think any of us would be surprised if it happens. Do we not remember what Wilfred Nancy did to America in Leagues Cup back in August? Do we not remember what happened there? I seem to remember a 4-0 win for Columbus. He's Canadian as well. He was born in Canada. He's lived a lot in England as well. Yeah, that's why I'm crapping on him. His father is a pageant mom who wanted him to play for Mexico. His father wanted to play for Mexico. He couldn't do it, so he turned into a pageant mom trying to get his kids to play for Mexico, even though Marcelo, deep down, wanted to play for Canada more. But you can't say no to a pageant mom, dad, or he'll make your life a living hell. So I don't really hate Marcelo. I hate Ruben. But since you want to follow him, I'm going to crap on you. I'm going to banter you. And since you're being useless, might as well. He's not a hard target. Since he's useless. He was useless at Arsenal. He was useless at whatever, Oviedo, and he's been useless at Tigres. He's an easy target. Should have picked Canada. You wanted to listen to your pageant mom father. I get his daughters. I get Ruben's daughters picking Mexico. They seem way more Mexican at heart than Marcelo does. That's the sad part. Well, what do I know? Let your kids, point being is let your kids make their own decisions. Okay? Don't make them live out your dreams. Normally, that's what pageant moms do. I've seen enough episodes of Dance Moms to know. And Ruben Flores absolutely shows all those characteristics. My nana used to watch Dance Moms a lot back in the early 2010s. And I normally was in the same room. So, same with RuPaul's Drag Race. So, yeah. Blame my nana for that one. It's a yellow card party. I don't know. Marcelo seems good, I guess. He's honestly useless, but at least he scored tonight. And he drew a penalty. He's actually not useless. I'm praying Toronto wins and gets Cushing fired. I think we can do that for you. But then again, I guess it's only fair considering my nana watched professional wrestling because of me. So I guess it's only fair that my guilty pleasure shows come from her. As in shows a man shouldn't watch. Even when they were a teen. A young teen. Or a tween. Shows a man shouldn't watch. That's what I mean. A man shouldn't be watching RuPaul's... A straight man should not be watching RuPaul's Drag Race. But I think it's an awesome show. I said, a straight man. I am straight. But RuPaul's Drag Race is a good show. I said blame my nana for that one. 32nd minute over the bar. Man, I miss her. I mean, yeah, that's also, yeah, it's going to happen. Yeah, it's going to happen. I said that one just for fun. But I guess also even it out. I guess what evens it out back when I was like 11, 12, and 13 was I went to the horse race track a lot, Fairmount Park. And my dad always put in my bets. I still bet the horses. And I won a lot. I'm good at betting horse racing. I need to go back. I need to go back to Fairmount Park. I'm still good at betting horse racing. I was one of the people who said Lucky Strike was going to win the Kentucky Derby back in 2022. He did. God damn, I wish I bet that. I'm good at betting horse racing. I'm good at it. So, see, that balances it out, right? Sort of, I wouldn't say illegal betting, but definitely shady betting. Shady. Definitely shady. Now, it wouldn't be shady, but, you know, I need to go back. Yeah, I saw that. Guy SA actually did something. Good for him. No. No. I wouldn't even admit that. And even if I did, I wouldn't admit it. Like, I'll admit, I had Dad put in bets for me at the racetrack when I was 11, 12, and 13. I'm not going to admit, even if I did. I don't, but even if I did, I wouldn't admit that. I wouldn't admit to that. That's definitely shady. It's been a decade on the horse racing thing. I'm sure that's not going to lead to anything. Now, I'm sure that's not going to lead to anything. Tigres is going to qualify unless they're like Toluca. It may be okay in Mexico. It's not okay in the United States. 35th minute. Or Canada, for that matter. 35th minute. For that matter. But, again, I'm still good at betting horses because, again, I said Lucky Strike would win the Kentucky Derby in 2022. I had a feeling. I know what I know. I still got it. I need to go back to Fairmount Park. I need to. Or just bet the Kentucky Derby this year either way. But I know what I know. I know what I know. I just know. You got to pick for me in the Derby. I got you. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I'm pretty good. $36 minute. $2-1. Still. Marcelo Flores, who actually isn't useless anymore. 1,000 on Gignac, put in 3 shots on target. Who's with me? Well, that's a good bet. Even now. That's actually a good bet, even now. I think he's already got, hold on, let me see. He's already got 1. I think he's got 2. 1 goal, 2 shots. But are they on target? Come on, Thought Mob. Give it to me. I think that's 2 on target. I think it was close enough. I think he's already there. I think he's only 1 away. I think he's only 1 away. I'm surprised they would let you bet on that right now. I'm surprised they would let you bet on that right now, but okay. But if they will, might as well do it. Might as well do it. $38th minute. $38th minute. Playing forward. Oh my God, that's a horrible pass. Can Orlando get their goal? And they got a lot of time to do it. The problem is that gives Tigres a lot of time to answer back if they get it pretty quick. Betting 20 on NYCFC to crush Toronto. Yeah, that's a bad idea. Who's got 7 points and who's got 0? Not who you'd think. 4 weeks ago, of course. Toronto's the one who's got 7. You would have thought they'd have 0 at this point. Turns out they're the one who has 7. New York, on the other hand, I don't think you ever thought they'd have 7, but you thought they'd have more than 0. 39th minute. Playing forward. Already thinking a chance for Cabecita. Good, Rory. Orlando's getting into it. I mean, they're playing better than Philly. They're playing better than Philly. Huh. Osae's de Rosario. Possibly the MLS Next Pro. Probably for Tacoma Defiance. Well, damn, okay. Tacoma. It was all right. I heard it was bad, but okay. I heard Kung Fu Panda 4 was bad. It's honestly not. 40th minute. Cabecita's going to do well in MLS. I agree with that. Great signing for Portland. That's the missing piece for them to go far. See Marcelo's miss against America? No. Yeah, I ain't got no advice for that, to be honest. You're on your own. Good luck. Good luck to you, but you're on your own. I have no advice. 41st minute. Oof. Hey, if you're not sure, tell them to take a selfie with a fork in it, holding a fork. If they don't do it, you know you're about to get catfish. Or you know you're getting catfish, but you ain't gone too far. If you're not sure, don't say anything too revealing and tell them to send a selfie holding a fork. If they do, you're fine. If they don't, they're a catfish. Just 41st minute. Just something to think of. Something to think of. If you're sure if it seems fishy to you, I mean, sometimes I'm only saying that if it seems fishy and you are so desperate you'll talk anyway. There's a difference. Don't do that to everybody, but if it seems very fishy and you're desperate anyway and you want to talk just because you're desperate, yeah. Find a way to say the selfie with a fork, please. Damn. Oof. Well, I mean, it is the Charlie Brown kit. I mean, even a straight dude would probably say that. I don't know if it'd be so harsh, but I mean, everybody's made the Charlie Brown kit joke at this point. So, I mean, obviously. I didn't say it was wrong. It's just like some people just don't have the balls to approach. Or they're afraid of approaching because they don't know what's going to come of it. I get it. If you walk up with confidence, you'll probably be fine anyway, even if you get told, even if you do get denied cold approaching. As long as you walk up with confidence, the worst that's going to happen is it doesn't go your way. But I get it. Good grief. But I get it. 44th minute. But again, I get it. Who do you think Man City will get in the draw? Barcelona. I just have a hunch. 44th minute. I just have a hunch it'll be Barcelona. 44th minute, 2-1. 2-1 esta noche y global. Yeah, I saw that. 45th minute. That's true. This is true. I thought you were talking about why men are afraid to just approach, like at a mall or something. People don't go to malls anymore. Well, I mean, people do sometimes go to malls. But two minutes of stoppage time. True. YouTubers go to malls. Well, that's true, yeah. Yeah, this is the time of people's lives where it's like you're in wildly different places. Some people are engaged, some people are having babies, some people are even married, some people are engaged, some people are single as all hell, and some people are just partying. Who knows? I think we'll all be even around our early 30s. 46 minute. Why'd you expect that was going to happen? Yeah, the Apple Store is cool. Shake Shacks in the mall around you, that's pretty cool. I think that's a bit too harsh, but you know, I go to malls for content. Honestly, I could totally do that too. 47th minute. Okay, why would you? Fair enough. Like, yeah, so what? Eric Williamson was back in training today. I mean, OnlyFans, subscribe to it. OnlyFans is still pretty sad. And it's halftime, 2-1. Honestly, I'd like to know too. Halftime. 2-1 esta noche. 2-1 global. 2-1 on aggregate and on the night. Orlando needs a goal. And not to allow another. They're getting there, though. Orlando's doing better than Philly. That is true. Still might not be enough, though. But it possibly can be enough. Everyone's doing better than Philadelphia. If you're down bad enough to buy an OnlyFans, you are a lost cause. Let's just put it like that. Colonized. I say curb stomp, but okay. I would say most likely MLS Liga MX final. Most likely. But we'll discuss that on Friday. Let's see, or maybe even Thursday night. You know, yeah, you have a point. At least strip clubs and gentlemen's clubs, or at least you're there and seeing it. That's somewhat better than paying for garden variety bikini pics. I mean, let's be honest. In most cases. Exactly. Good for you. I'm just saying I get his point. With that being said, we'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, get this one going. 2-1. 2-1 esta noche y global. We move. Sit tight. I'll be back. Back for the stats, the half. I agree with that. They're truly ass. There's a they're truly ass. There's a difference. They're truly ass. They should be experienced enough to get to the next round of CONCACAF. They should be. But with that being said, stats are as follows: 60% possession to 40% possession, 7 shots to 3, 2 shots on goal to 2, 273 accurate passes to 169, 88 to 84%, 5 fouls to 7, 2 corners to 1, 7 shots to 3, 2 shots on goal to 2, 310 passes to 202, 88% pass accuracy to 84, 7 throws to 8, 3 offside to 2, 0 yellow cards to 2, 0 red cards to 2, 2-1, 2-1 esta noche y global. Tigres got 2 early goals. Gignac putting away a penalty. Flores putting away a good chance. Orlando gets a penalty soon after the Gignac penalty and puts one away, and they started growing into the game after that penalty. It's a pretty even game so far. Game is Orlando's growing into the game. It's pretty close so far. Orlando could easily get that second goal. Hopefully their defense, for their sake, if they get that second goal, hopefully their defense holds on, which they have since that second penalty, the second goal for Tigres. They've defended pretty well since. And then they got that goal, and they've started to believe and build into this game and do what they need to do. I'd say Orlando still has a chance. They still have a chance. Not great, but it's still there. But we shall see how this goes. But there we go. That's either going to really piss her off or really get her going. There's no in between. Personally, if you're going to take a chick to Hooters, you better be married for like 10 years. And the marriage better just be basically, you're there for the kids. If you're just dating, I wouldn't do that. It can either blow up in your face or go really well for you. And it's like 50-50. I mean, hey, if they like the food, great. I don't. Hooters food ain't that good though, except the fried pickles. Hooters fried pickles are amazing. Other than that, their food sucks. I will go for 3 plates of fried pickles though. So I just want the best fried pickles I've ever had. That's all. That's all. Nobody does it like Hooters or a Southerner, and well, I could make my own fried pickles, but I choose not to. I choose not to. So ain't nobody else. Other than that, though, Hooters food sucks. I'll eat 3 plates of fried pickles, though, or 3 baskets of fried pickles, though. It's like Melting Pot. I really only want to go to Melting Pot for the cheese and chocolate, right? If I'm going to Hooters, really, I only want to go there for the fried pickles. At least what I'm eating, you know. Saying, oh, I just want to eat Hooters food. Like that's like saying you read Playboy for the articles. Shut the hell up. You don't read Playboy for the articles. Who reads Playboy for the articles? Our era, it's not reading Playboy for the articles. It's going to Hooters for the food. My ass. My ass you do. My ass you do. Okay. I don't know. I really don't know. I'd say NYCFC. I say yes. Go ahead. There's something even better than that. What? Yeah. Then you could just watch a rom-com. Then tell him he could just watch rom-coms then if you want the storyline. Again, that's another one. That's another one. He's the type of guy to say, I only read Playboy for the articles. Shut the hell up, man. Shut the hell up, man. When it comes to talking to somebody, if they don't respond within a day, but they're still active, they don't want to talk to you and they're wasting your time. Yep, that's true. Or if you're texting first all the time, they're wasting your time. You're damn right. Oh, yeah, the Columbus Blue Jackets are playing an outdoor game at Ohio State. I forgot about that. Why the Columbus Blue Jackets, though? They're so horrible. If they're playing Leafs, maybe I'd go, though. But yeah, he's right. She truly wants you then. This is true. She truly wants you then. Because if you're texting first, they're either using you to waste their time, even if you probably wouldn't, but, you know. It's a good thing. It's a good thing you're not texting first all the time, is my point. It's good for you. Oh, Lord. Lord have mercy. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. I didn't. Oh, God. Oh, Shawn Michaels, no. I'm not even getting into that one. I'm not even getting into that one. No. No. We ain't going there. We ain't going there. The plot thickens. The plot thickens. We ain't going there. 2DNA hopping up America Chivas like there wasn't a 3-0. They got to get some views somehow, you know, today and Saturday, tomorrow and Saturday. At this point, I ain't doing the Super Classico on Saturday. There's no reason. There's no reason. No, he will probably cave my chest in. I'll become Flat Stanley. If I was in a chop off with Gunter, I would be Flat Stanley by the end of it. I would be redder than a tomato, and I would be Flat Stanley. No. They'd be sending me through the mail. They would be sending me through the mail if I got into a chop off with Gunter. My chest would be caved in, and I would be flattened from there. They would send me through the mail. Forget about Flat Stanley. It's Flat Ryan. Jesus Christ. 46th minute, and we're off in the second half. Hopefully, we get back on track a little bit. Why in the hell did you post a freaking what's those things in Mario that like drop from the sky? Not bombs. Damn it. What are those like things that drop from the sky? Damn it. Not bombs. And that's going to be offside goal kick. Swamp. There we go. Yeah, why'd you send a swamp? Blitzo. Oh, where's a freaking bucket? I'm gonna puke. He's gonna puke. He's gonna puke. He's gonna puke. He's covered in puke. He's gonna puke. He's gonna puke. He's gonna puke. He's covered in puke. 2-1. Headed away. My mom's been trying to set me up with a guy whose mom owns a big house on the beach. Only problem, there's a 20-year age gap. That's not for me. If he was a skinny guy in his early 20s. You know, I can understand that, yeah. You don't want to. I get it. I get it. This is going off the rails. Connor's a dude. This live stream is gold. I didn't expect it to be. '48th minute. Came for the game, stayed for the chat. Way off the rails. Yeah, this one's gonna definitely go on the best of reel. Cleared away. Yeah, there's gonna be some in the best of reel from this one. I'm not sure what, but there'll be something. There'll be something. I think it will be. I think it will be. 48th minute. To be honest, you really shouldn't really notice a 2-year age gap. Still in a similar stage of life and all that, you know, it's hey, yo! No. You got me fucked up. No, you got me fucked up. No, you got me fucked up. Hey! What part of the game is this? Hey! What part of the game is this? Hey, oh! '50th minute. 50th minute, 2-1. Oh my God. Free kick by Tigres. Chris! 50th minute. Rodriguez is better than Gallese. Honestly, no. Oh, Lord. We aren't just MLS sickos. We're just degenerates. We're just 51st minute. I think there's a handball, no, off the knee, and then up. is what they're saying. There ain't no saving Christmas now. I think he just ruined Christmas. And it's freaking 9 months away and he ruined Christmas. That bounced up into his arm. One of my bucket list items is to be a best man at a wedding. Got 2 friends who've been in long-term relationships, but the chance one of them asked me to be a best man is 0.00001%. Who knows? Maybe they will. Who knows? Maybe they will. Well, yeah, I guess he did see mommy kissing Santa Claus. And way more than that. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, man. 53rd minute. Fifty-third minute. Still 2-1. Somebody play taps. F's in the chat. Get your mind out of the gutter, strange man wearing a hat. 53rd minute. The devil is still a lie. Blitzo, the devil is still a lie. The devil is still a lie. Ref sucks. The devil is still a lie. "54th minute corner. The devil is still a lie. "54th minute. Well, that was the implication was well, you see, the implication was already there. Blitzo. That was already implicated. Offside is Orlando. See, that was already implicated. Dear God. Oh, Lord. Cincinnati will stand no chance in BBVA. You're right. "56th minute. Playing Ford's Orlando. No penalty. Damn it, for what? Is it in? No. No, it's not. I'm not. Hobisky. No. No. Hobisky. Duncan McGuire's coming on for Felipe. Nah, totally. I think I just got an idea. They ever allow, is it a good idea to microwave this reboot? If there ever is it a good idea to microwave this reboot? I host, Rory's the sidekick, Isaiah's the camera guy. If you've seen Is It a Good Idea to Microwave This, they definitely, they riff on all the objects, and there's definitely some semi, like chat level jokes we've seen here. These chat level jokes here. It's not a Christmas special yet. It's not a Christmas special yet. Now, the question is what is the Christmas special? Now, do we microwave a mini Christmas tree and pour gasoline over it? Shot save. Or maybe a wreath, still pour gasoline over it. I don't know. I'm too happy to be the Grinch. I'm too happy to be the Grinch, but I'm not fat enough to be Santa or tall enough. I'd be head elf. I don't know what that entails, but I don't know what that entails, to be honest, but I hope that doesn't mean. I don't know what that entails. '60th minute. That's not where I was going. 60th minute. '60th minute. '60th minute. Two-one Tigres. There's so many. If this, there's going to be like a 5-minute clip on the best of reel from this. I can't even. Save. I got to put my glasses back on. There we go. I'm not the Grinch. I'm too happy to be the Grinch. That's what watching CONCACAF does to him. I don't think that's what did it. I think it's growing up watching South Park, listening to Howard Stern, watching Family Guy. What I really shouldn't have, knowing my sense of humor, was probably going to turn out like that anyway. But I started watching South Park at 6, Family Guy at 8, listening to Howard Stern at 13. And as long as I didn't repeat it at school, yeah, I think we know why I got a screwed up sense of humor. It ain't CONCACAF. Ozan Herrera coming on for Luis Quiñones. I mean, I guess CONCACAF didn't help, but I guess CONCACAF After Dark didn't help, but South Park goes where no one else will go. That is true. Or Futurama or Crank Yankers. I mean, Crank Yankers went pretty far, too. Crank Yankers went pretty far, too. That would be pretty fun. Being a guest star on Crank Yankers, that would be pretty fun. You know, prank calls and all that. They brought it back at some point. I don't know if any of you know what a crank phone call is. I don't know if any of you know that. Don't go making phony calls. Please stick to the 7-digit numbers you're used to. '64th minute. Foul. That's a book. I don't know. I feel like that's a Cartman joke. Honestly, that's an amazing. Yeah, no, I'm gonna steal that one. I'm gonna steal that one. I've survived CONCACAF After Dark. I've survived CONCACAF After Dark, Shug. What does that mean? It's a good thing. 2 subs. Two subs for Orlando. Name every club. Or I'll name every club in the Central American Cup. Who the hell are these clubs? You just don't know. Corner. You just don't know. And like 3 of them wear Banderal logos on their jerseys. Well, I mean, every Guatemalan team does. I don't know why. It feels like a cult. Feels like a cult thing. I don't know. That does sounds pretty good. 68th minute. Still 2-1. Goal. Tigres, I'm guessing. Let's see. Plays it in. Header. Goal. Off the crossbar and in. Or not. No, it's not. It's not. Or it is. It's 3-1? No. Did you throw a hell is real joke in there? Now, one, he's offside. Second of all, that didn't cross the line fully. First of all, he was offside. Second of all, that ball did not cross the line fully. That did not cross the line fully at all. No. Like both cases, that ball did not cross the line fully. And he was offside. That's not a goal. That's not a goal. Goran did not score. That is not a goal. That is not a goal. Nah. That should be overtaken. No goal. It's got to be no goal. That didn't go in. No. It shouldn't be a goal. Toke. Oh. It should be disallowed. One, offside on the play. Second of all, ball never crossed the line. So either way, it should be disallowed. Well, there you go. 70th minute. And it's a goal. And it's still a goal for Girault. It's 3-1, and that probably does it for Orlando. They got to feel a little bit mad about that, especially if they get another goal. Fernando Girault scores. That would be 70th minute. 3-1. 3-1 esta noche y global. So that's allowed. It's in. Orlando's cooked. Oh, now they're bringing on Cordova. Juan Pablo Vigon is coming on for Fernando Girault. Orlando's done. Clever. Orlando over. It's Jover. It is Jover. Winvo. Man, I hate it for him. But then again, if you can't beat Minnesota, you can't beat Tigres. So Or you can draw them down there. So what'd you expect? What'd you expect? What'd you expect? What's your mocking word for the Philadelphia Union? They got curb stomped. They got curb stomped. Why is there no goal line technology? Red card. Red card. Orlando might just have a chance. Ozan. Well, this game's going off the rails. Not as much as this chat, but it's gone off the rails. Red card. Tarjeta roja. Tarjeta roja. Tarjeta roja. Oh! Kicked him in the neck. Carioca. He's off. Get on your bike, sir. Get on your bike, sir. Orlando has a chance to score 2. They're up a man. Hey, Montada. Maybe. Maybe. No intention. See ya. Juan Pablo Vigon coming on for Gordehan. Cordova coming on. So they're going to stick with their subs. This game, shaking hands in this chat. On this day, Mexican clubs are better. Just wait. Just wait. 11, that would be Brunetta. Yeah, he did nothing tonight. So there you go. No, they wouldn't do it. 18 minutes left. They park the bus. Or Orlando scores 2. Up a man. It's possible. If they get one right now, it's possible. And a 3-3 would put them through. Orlando's going to make a sub. You did not need a red card that early. And if Orlando scores, still have a chance. They still have a chance. Dagerdan Thorhalsen. That's the fastest we've gone off the rails during a stream. I think if we have gone off the rails, I think it always happens at halftime or the second half. Or right around halftime. Header. Nothing there. Ojeda. Plays on. Smith. Cross. Ojeda. Cross. Way too far. I don't think it's ever been in like the first 10 or 15 or 20 minutes. Best stream ever. Well, thank you. Well, thank you. '75th minute. Playing forward. Oh, here's a chance shot, and he missed it. And his ankle. Democracy at its finest. Well, we support democracy here. We support democracy here. Better than the Twelman joke from last year. You mean the Stu Holden joke. We support democracy here on this channel. Libertarianism, democracy. Kyle Smith is off for Rafael Santos, so not Columbus. Well, I thought Columbus could. Offside. Well, there you go. Miami or Columbus will win. Ladero, stop being such a flounder. 76th minute. I can't wait for Fernando Ortiz versus Tata Martino. Why do I feel like that's going to be so horrible tactically? Ugh. Messi's, well, I don't know. We have a semifinal choker and a guy who's relying on Messi. Yeah, that's going to be great. I mean, Messi might have some good moments, but tactically it's going to be horrible. And Noah Allen is still going to be playing. For some reason, they won't stop playing Noah Allen. He's horrible. Like, he's the worst. Like, he is legitimately the most unathletic footballer I've ever seen in my life. Like, the dude is an idiot. He's afraid, he's an idiot, and he's very unathletic. What are we doing? Like, legitimately, they're throwing him into the fire, and he's burning at the heat of 1,000 suns. I honestly feel sorry for him at this point. When does Ian Fry come back? That's my question. Why kick out Kamal? Money. Being roster compliant. Same thing they kicked out. Lainez and Ibanez. Ian coming back in May. You need him. Future best USMNT left back. If that ever happens, we'll gladly keep Kamal. They get money from tickets. No, to stay roster compliant. Because in MLS, even if you are Miami and they're going to let you cheat anyway, you still got to keep the illusion of not cheating. And, well, one of the ways they did that was trade Kamal Miller, which is probably one of the stupidest things that happened. Sorry for you, but we need those guys. So I have a soft spot for Portland, but if we need our guys, we need our guys. So blame Don Garber for putting an international break during games and scheduling y'all. I don't know why he does this. Leagues Cup! Oh, shut up. Ugh. Too many international breaks have matches during them. Hell, they're still going to play Liga MX or MLS matches through Copa America. Oh, and the Euro. So if Robert Taylor goes to Finland, let's not forget about that. Friere, nah, you're wrong. Yep, Tigres will play Columbus if they get through, yes. Let's not forget, Robert Taylor could be playing for Finland at the Euros. And MLS is still playing through it. And the only guy who could get in between a defense on Miami is Robert Taylor. Past the post. Besides, I mean, of course, like breaking a line. You know what I mean. I mean, of course, Messi could dribble past people, but Robert Taylor knows how to break a line. Nobody else on that front line can. Robert Taylor knows how to get in behind really well. So he sucks at both places. This is true. Garber out. Garber out. He was good to protect. Here's the thing. He was good to grow the league because he was a businessman first. He is not a good soccer guy, football guy. Get him out of there. He's not supposed, he shouldn't be the commissioner anymore. It should be a guy who understands the sport. Shot, oh! Golazo! Golazo! Gol de Tigres! What a shot, Cordova! Saved their season, or made sure they would go through. Sebastian Cordova, oh my God. Mr. On a heater last spring might be going back on a heater. Where would Tigres be without Sebastian Cordova? I don't think anywhere. My God. Like, why aren't you closing him down? Why are you just going to let that bounce past? Jesus H. Like, why are you not closing him down? Why are you not closing him down? Why? Why are you giving him all that space? And Gayese, Jesus Christ, man, what happened to you? What happened to you? 3 years ago, you would have made that save. Even 2. 4-1, 4-1. Global y esta noche. Get him out the Peru national team. Honestly, no. You know, because Canada could play Peru. I want to see Jonathan David do that. Especially if I'm going to Children's Mercy Park for that game. I want to see that live. I want to see Jonathan David do that live. Honestly, yes. Yeah, that should be good. No. 2 safeties have been scored. Shot past the post. I'll take that. Honestly, I'll take that. I could do that. I'm taking away. The first thing I do is I'm getting rid of the salary cap if I was the commissioner. Completely lost in the sauce. Horrible goal conceded. I'm definitely going. If Canada goes to Copa America, I'm going to try. I didn't say yes. I'm going to try, though. 83rd minute. All form Tigres 2, winless in the last 3, and they still dominated this game. What happened to Gayese this year? He's just... I can't believe they drew Montreal. Because ever since then, 5-0, 4-1, losing to Minnesota, which you shouldn't want to do that. I mean, seriously, you don't want to do that. I don't care if they have Timu Puki, Bungie, Longwan. I don't care. I don't care. They're trash. I guess at least their good players are helping them, though, I guess. Probably. He was way out, yeah. Position. Gayese is a fraud. He used to not be, though. He is now. He used to not be. Malagon better than him. Well, yeah, he ain't leaving America, though. I'm starting to think that maybe Sean Johnson will be back in the top 3 goalkeepers of the year in MLS. Andre Blake might not be there, though. Speaking of, Sean Johnson, Maxime Crépeau, and Roman Berkey. Yeah, we'll go with that. Early on, yes. Sean Johnson, Maxime Crépeau, Roman Berkey. With, I have to admit, Hugo Lloris is probably going to be in that discussion too. He was great in MLS for like 3 years. I don't know what happened. 5.7. He has been bad today. I agree. He's been bad all season, to be honest. But he's been freaking unbreakable the past 3 years in MLS. So either he's getting old or Orlando just is doing a Philly. So, but again, the 4 best goalkeepers in MLS this year are going to be Sean Johnston, Maxime Crépeau, Roman Berkey, and Hugo Lloris in some order. In some order. I don't know what, but in some order. I think so. .7 rating on FOTMob. That's what he meant. I mean, hell, if he was 5'7", I'd be a goalkeeper. Damn. .86 minute. You know, it's Jover. The guy says in the Copa America, Peru is screwed. Is Dane St. Clair any good? Yeah, he's good, but he's no Maxime Crépeau or Jonathan Sawa for that matter. If we're talking about Canadian goalkeepers, yeah, I think, yeah, Sawa would round out the top 5 there of MLS goalkeepers. Andre Blake ain't there no more. Gayese ain't there no more. I don't think McCarthy will be there. I don't know. Are finished. Who else? Yeah, I think Sawa will be top 5 MLS goalkeeper this year. Yeah, I hate to admit it, but it's true. I'll give Montreal their due. He will be. 87th minute. St. Clair underrated. He ain't better than Sawa, though. He's good. He ain't better than Sawa. And Toronto will see you in Cascadia in December. Crépeau's going to his 3rd straight MLS Cup, and Toronto's going to be there in December. It ain't going to be Cincinnati, not after what they've been pulling. I did say Toronto would make the Eastern Conference Final this year in my predictions. I was being sort of biased, but turns out I might just be right. I might just be right. I agree. And if that's the case, no suit. Jersey. I did have Portland in MLS Cup in my predictions against Cincinnati. I think it will, but I did have Toronto versus Cincinnati in my Eastern Conference Final predictions. I thought Toronto could make some upsets in the conference playoffs. By the way they're playing at the end of the season, turns out they're already playing that way. So we may actually have some home games too, besides round 1. So there you go. Not the playoff though. I would love it. Like Atlanta, Toronto. Like I could see Miami, Toronto being like Atlanta, Toronto in 2019. I could totally see that. Now, who's the Toronto in that situation? I don't know. Who's the Atlanta in that situation? I don't know. I could totally see it though. Penn's confirmed, but it doesn't matter. It's too late. Penalty for Orlando. Yep. East is definitely stronger this year. I agree. If St. Louis keeps winning, coming from behind, I could totally see St. Louis versus Portland in the Western Final. I could totally see that as well. Consolation for Orlando at best. Ojeda's going to take yellow card for Ibanez for Tigres. They're not going to let Duncan McGuire take it? Man, they don't like him no more. Man, they're barely letting him play. And he's jawing at the ref. Dude, they gave you a penalty. Shut up. They gave you a pen. Shut up. 8 minutes of stoppage time. Blackburn should have pressed the right button. FIFA joke. FIFA joke. Ojeda to take the pen. Ojeda, goal. Slots it. Not that it matters, but it's 4-2. Martin Ojeda scores the pen. 91 minutes. Cuatro a dos global y esta noche 4-2 on aggregate and on the night. But there you go. Oh, right. Oh yeah, they had a fax like screw up. Yeah, they screwed up the Word document, the fax or whatever. They screwed up the fax. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 11, 12. No. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14. 12, 13, 14. I'm counting the Houston game is what I'm counting. Maybe you're counting the UEFA Champions League. Gignac had 3 shots on target. No, he hasn't. So who lost that 1K again? Who lost that 1K again? Australian. Let's throw some shrimps on the barbie, mate. Good day. Give me a Foster's. Give me a Foster's. We go to Sydney and Melbourne. Actually, that wasn't too bad, actually. I didn't think that was too bad. And it's Melbourne, not Melbourne. It's Melbourne. It's Melbourne. Let's do a shoey. Let's do a shoey. I don't know why. MLS is too much parity. Our so-called champs from the prior year are always a mid-table team when they get to Champs Cup, Champions League. Well, that's why we should get rid of the salary cap. Partially. This is true. I actually thought that was a good Australian accent. I thought that was pretty good. A fake Australian accent. That was pretty good. Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. I thought that was pretty good. I thought I did a good job. Cabecito will be the first Uruguayan in Timbers MLS era. 94th minute, halfway through stoppage time. Like, what do we think? Was that a good Australian accent? I might just go to Denver for MLB opening day. Won't go to the game, but hit up the food scene in Lodo. Yeah, eat the food. It's not worth it going to a Rockies game. Who are they even playing? Well, if it's the Arizona Diamondbacks, that'd actually be interesting. That wasn't even on the defenders, in my opinion. Football smile today because Mexican teams beat MLS teams. I don't know where you saw that smile. '95th minute. I know, it's like a ballpark village area. I get that. I totally get that. Blocked away. Got 3 minutes to go. I'll be in Portland for our game against Philly. Hope they give us another masterclass just like they did against Pachuca. I can't believe Phil Neville's got Portland playing hot. But you know what? Shot saved. You know what? Shows those Miami cronies. Phil Neville wasn't the problem. You just didn't build the team for him. And he learned a lot of lessons. Well, he may have still been the problem, but you did not give him the players he needed. And Messi just wanted Tata, so you fired him anyway. But Phil Neville did learn a lot of lessons from that. So, but Phil Neville actually looks like a damn good manager with Portland. Seems like when you give him the guys he wants, they actually play well. 96th minute. 2 more minutes to go. 4-2. 4-2 esta noche y global. Looks like it will be Tigres versus Columbus to be quarterfinal number 3. Only Toluca bottles this. Why do we hate Toluca? Great matchup. I agree. I still think Columbus wins, though. Friction. What's the friction? I know friction's a word. Toluca deserved for firing Ambriz. Now, I agree with that. Now, you're right about that. That was the stupidest thing they could have done. Ambriz had them top 6. This Tigres ain't like the old one. I agree with that. They're getting old. They're getting old. At some point, the gas will run out the tank. They've been working well on fumes until this past, Apertura for most of it. But at least they got that last title against Chivas. None of this matters because Robin Hood will destroy everyone and win the tournament. I'd root for that. The Surinamese love me. See how that Cavalier video did? Cavalier Robin Hood video did? Just imagine if they were in the Champions Cup final instead and they won. Just imagine. Just imagine. '98th minute. '98th minute. He's joking, but it would be an awesome situation if it happened. It's over. 98th minute and corner. They'll play it. Plays it in. Aquino out, and it's full time. Full time. It is 4-2 on the night and on aggregate. 4-2 global y esta noche. Tigres avanzar a la cuartos de final de la Concachampions de la CONCACAF contra Columbus Crew. Tigres move on to face Columbus Crew in the quarterfinals of the CONCACAF Champions Cup. Should be a very interesting tie. Tigres is going on. Orlando didn't do enough tonight. That championship mentality got them through even down a man. And there you go. With that being said, we got a full quarterfinal known. Tomorrow we'll know another. And we'll know half of 2 others before Thursday, filling out the bracket for the quarters. With that being said, congratulations to Tigres, commiserations to Orlando, and congratulations to both Columbus and Pachuca. Commiserations to Houston and Philadelphia. With that being said, if you like this video, stream, like, and share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification on subscribe. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I'll see you within the hour for the review of this match. And there you go. I'm Ron and I'm out. Peace. See you later.